All right, you can see I made it back here. I have my project, I have my underglaze, all my brushes. One other thing I might need is a small cup of water. If I choose to kind of switch in between brushes, in between colors, I can use it to rinse out that brush before I switch to a different color. What I did bring over here, and the importance of this video, is I'm going to talk about actually applying the underglaze. And one kind of really important thing that this test tile shows really well is the number of applications and the direction of the applications of underglaze is really, really, really important. Okay, so this test tile, you can see it's kind of split up into two parts vertically. You can see that this kind of shinier part is this test tile kind of sealed with clear glaze, and this side is kind of left unsealed and just that raw underglaze. Both are okay. Both are a way to finish projects. Mostly, especially in Ceramics 1, we do a lot with sealing it with clear glaze, and it gives it kind of that nice sheen and kind of darken things up. But that's splitting this test tile vertically. We're going to look at this kind of in these three parts, right? And how this test tile works is up at the top here, where it's a little bit lighter. This person put one kind of layer of brown up at the top, just going one specific direction. Okay. Down here in the middle, they did that one layer going one specific direction, and then they switched and they did that second layer, second application going a different direction. Okay. And finally, this bottom part of these test tiles is the first application going one way, the second application going the other, and the third application going a different direction, making that 3 layers, all 3 different directions of applications. Okay? We do 3. With these underglazes, any more than 3, 4, or 5, you run the risk of it being too thick and then eventually flaking off in the kiln. Okay? And so after looking at our test tiles, obviously we can only put 1 layer on at a time. And so I'm going to take this, according to my plan, I kind of want this whole thing to be brown to start. And what I like to do is start with the bottom of the pot, mostly because when we underglaze projects, which means we're painting on glaze, we can paint any and everywhere of the project. The up, the bottom, the top, the down, the side, the left, the right. We're gonna paint it all, okay? And so I'm here, I'm starting with that, I'm starting with the bottom, and then I'm gonna work to painting this underglaze on the rest of the pot, kind of focusing on going all kind of one direction, okay? If I keep that focus on going all one direction, I'll be able to then know what direction I went the first time and know what direction I actually need to change up and switch for that second application. Okay? You can see I'm going down. It's okay, again, with this first application, that it's not that dark brown that you're going to expect it to be. Right? We are going to be putting 3 applications on this bowl, so we're going to get it down to that dark part, okay? But it takes just a little bit of time. It takes applications, it takes letting this first coat of brown dry completely, okay? Before then we add that second coat going a different direction. Okay? If we tried to rush moving this and putting the second layer on, it's really just going to be kind of one thick layer, right? Which, even though it's thick, is still kind of one layer in itself. Okay? So I've done this. I have that first kind of coat and layer down on my project. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to show you kind of the second and the third layers as we kind of move and finish this project.